Hello all. Welcome to our live event where we will cover what's new in Dynamics 365 Customer Engagement Release Wave 1 for this year. Every customer engagement module has its own release plan, and you can find it on the web. And actually all functionalities that are enhanced or are new to the module are planned, have a schedule there, and you can see with a green check mark, for example, that functionality is already in preview or generally available and so on. And for those who have not been released yet, they have a month listed in which this should be enrolled, but still Microsoft says that it may not happen due to some constraints or some stuff, and it could be maybe released in the next release wave and so on. So you can track that there. But this release wave introduces a range of enhancements and also new functionalities, mostly covering generative AI and Copilot functionalities. But before we cover those, let's take a few seconds to explain how the Copilot is licensed. So we actually have two Copilot products in the customer engagement pack: Microsoft Copilot for Sales and for Service. Both are like an AI assistant designed to enhance the productivity of sellers or the customer service agents. The feature that they include is mostly connected to streamlining workflows, to boost productivity, streamline tasks, personalizes interactions, and simplifies working for those people. If we look at the pricing, both are priced at $50 per user per month, or 46 euros 80 cents if we convert it. Both are annual commitment, which means if you purchase this license, you will have to pay it for a year, so $50 or 46.80 per month. But there are also some requirements for you to be able to buy it and use it. You are required to have a product license for Microsoft 365 E3, E5. You may need also the business standard or business premium license or Office 365 E3 or E5 license. So those are the requirements. And then there are also some variations of how you can purchase it. So if you already have a Dynamics 365, for example, sales premium license, customers which have these licenses can get the full Copilot for Sales experience by paying only $30 per user per month for Copilot for Microsoft 365, which is an additional license. And you can see on the screen here that if you have Microsoft 365 Copilot license, which is a Copilot laying in your Microsoft 365 graph, so you can use it for your everyday work, like in Teams, Outlook, Office apps such as Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and more. And then you actually combine it with the Copilot for Sales or Service license. So if you already have the Microsoft 365 Copilot license, you pay $30 for it, and then you can add these two licenses for $20 per license. So that's how essentially it works. Moving on, let's focus now on the three most used modules in the Dynamics apps. First, let's see what's new in sales. First things first is when we log in to the Dynamics Sales Hub, we get to a new screen called Sales Copilot homepage. Once we start it, we can see that actually it looks really close to the GPT we are already used to or familiar to if you maybe use it, but is actually enabling you to get sales-related information in one location. For example, staying on top of changes with real-time insights across different tables. You can discover follow-up activities from emails, for example. You can get some sort of notifications for next tasks, meetings, and so on. You can check your pipeline, read the latest news about your opportunities accounts or other records. And you can see in the meantime, we can talk to it and get some data about it. For example, about some opportunities, and we can get some summaries about various opportunities. We can chat with an immersive experience, Copilot experience, for us to get lots of feedbacks, or maybe if we forgot some stuff of what we have to do. For example, like here, when we ask it to give us some sales records, what has been updated, then we can also ask it for some summaries and also see the pipeline. Which is more focused for the managerial roles, but still you can see the deal tracker for deals which are in the propose stage or develop or qualify, and also check the sales funnel. So I think you get the idea of what you can do here with the Sales Copilot homepage. Continuing, there are other further enhancements, such as suggested updates on an opportunity. Customer asks and issues are automatically detected. So the more data flows into the CRM, the more the generative AI can help you with recommendations of products or with files, for example, of which are maybe in the system, and Copilot can access and can give you recommendations to use those. Like with an offering or some other stuff. So actually, Copilot can really help you build these sales opportunities to bring them to the closing stage. Additionally, once we operate with the opportunities, and for example, imagine that more people work on every single opportunity. There's lots of emails, communication is long, for example, more than half a year. And we can use Copilot highlights to quickly summarize what's going on with this opportunity. We can copy it maybe and paste it to the current situation so that other employees will see what's going on with here as well. On the right side, we have a pop-up where we can communicate again with the Copilot to see what's happening maybe with this opportunity and more. Let's start here with summarizing the account and seeing what's new. And this is actually a new functionality, what we will see now. The output will have a really nice structure of summarizing this account and with core data, including core data. Like annual revenue, number of employees, where it's located, key info, some opportunities, and so on. So this is like what we can do here and much more. Let's continue and maybe ask something about this opportunity that we have opened at the moment. And we get the update. And again, we can copy it to email again, of course, as well, to be able to, for example, send it to somebody or refine it somewhere else and use this kind of content for us to work seamlessly, more effectively with our CRM. Okay, so continuing, we can also use Outlook to perform more effectively and productively. And we have a Copilot enhancements here as well. So inside the Outlook, we can communicate with our potential customer, and we can open the Copilot for Sales window. And here you can see that we can do many things. But first, Copilot gives us like the update here as well, so that we can see, let's say, what what stuff has happened, some summaries, which email it refers to. Then we have some suggested updates. We can see contacts working for this opportunity, and also we can reply to an email. Here, let's reply to an inquiry with the help of Copilot, and Copilot already generates us an email, taking into account all information that has been given to him beforehand. Here we can use it to reply to this inquiry, and we can also propose some stuff, or we can maybe ask Copilot to get some other details. And for example, here we want to add that the product prices, because the customer is asking for an offer for 3 products that were mentioned in the earlier emails. And here we want to add that the prices of these products will increase in the next 14 days. And actually what happens is, you can see that Copilot added the additional, please be informed that the prices of these products will increase in the next 40 days. And we can use this output of the Copilot to send this email back to the customer. Of course, it may not be that simple, but still you can see what all you can do with Copilot, tracking your writing style, and then writing outputs based on your previous emails, so then that the emails generated with the help of AI actually look more like your emails. And you can, again, save some time sending out these emails, for example. Additionally, you can also use email capabilities directly inside the Dynamic Sales Hub. And here you can see how actually generative AI can help you send emails or write them in your style directly inside the Dynamics, not needing to go to Outlook and more. With it being all for the core or the most significant functionalities that are involved with the Sales Hub, now let's continue with the Customer Insights journeys. We decided to cover this topic further, and because it is used much more compared to the Customer Insights data, which is more connected to data analytics and covering the customer 360 view. Let's focus more on the journey side with the real-time marketing. First things first is we can improve how we work with the marketing, let's say, campaigns using Copilot. So what it actually means, you can see on the picture, we can use the Copilot to generate a campaign. For example, create a webinar on June 1st from 9 to 10 a.m., or maybe create a hybrid event on November 19th, and so on. So you get the idea. You can actually create a full campaign with all assets inside this campaign, such as branding, such as creating customer segments, journeys, sending out emails, maybe some forms also are inside of that communication. So you get the idea, and let's dive more into depth here. So Copilot campaigns, they actually include a lot of stuff. So first things first is we can easily manage all campaigns assets in one place, making it easier for us to work. Copilot can automatically create a brand profile from our company's website, so that we can ensure that all content actually remains brand connected, and that includes the Copilot suggested content as well. Continuing, we can receive tailored audience suggestions based on campaign objectives and past performance. We can also utilize Copilot's email features, including content suggestions, tone adjustment, and customizations of layout, so that we can actually create better emails. We can also access image suggestions so that we can, for example, build stuff faster, maybe work with AI to help us generate new images or refine existing ones, and so on. Last of things, we can generate recommended customer journeys designed to achieve campaigns goals. And last but not least, we can export all these campaign details into one single document for others to easily see what's happening here. For example, internal coworkers or maybe some other stakeholders here as well. So all in all, Copilot campaigns, you can actually, with one prompt, get to around 50 or 60% of work done, for example, or I don't know, or more or less, and build on that, not needing to start from scratch. Let's continue with other features as well. Here, you can use AI, but the core of this functionality is to enhance email performance using A/B testing, so that actually you can leverage this functionality within these real-time journeys to compare different email variations among each other and see what's working the most effectively. In addition, you can also measure these interactions then after the journey has been performed and see what the results are, and then use that kind of communication to go full out with the campaigns. In addition, you can integrate third-party forms for more enhanced lead generation. So you can automatically capture submissions from any external form or on your website, and then you can funnel these into the customer insight journeys as new leads or also as new contacts. You have these two options. You can then easily create the JavaScript code with mapped form fields for to existing entity attributes within customer insights. And then you can also, of course, embed the generated script into any web page. Last but not least, for customer insight journeys, you can also deliver personalized experiences by splitting audience into groups. For instance, imagine that you are sending surveys to a random subset of customers, and this can be difficult because you have to configure this manually. And with this functionality, you can allocate participants to branches based on specific numbers, suitable for different types of scenarios, and you can align with a different amount of participants in every branch. With it, create more personalized experiences. Okay, let's continue with the customer service functionalities. First things first, Copilot for Service enables us to automatically generate case summaries and draft email responses. That is, of course, already available. But in addition, here, you can use custom fields on which Copilot can do summaries and responses, meaning that not just standard ones are the ones connected with the Copilot, but now you can actually build custom fields, and then with Copilot, these custom fields will then be used for your automatic case generation, draft email responses, and those fields will be taken into account. You can also receive automatic Copilot ideas for questions to customers. So imagine a agent communication with the potential customer on a case, and actually the Copilot tracks all the communication and all the knowledge base articles, and he can actually propose questions for this customer and then with those answers, it will be easier to solve those cases. Continuing, you can use Copilot filters to get relevant results. You can see on the right the Copilot pop-up. And actually, Copilot assists the agents by providing relevant results from trusted resources, such as knowledge base articles. These filters focus on specific knowledge related to particular business areas or customer information. Well, as you can see, support hardware, support software, accounting, finance. So it depends on what topic the case is about, saving agents time and improving response relevance. Another thing that Copilot can help you with is validating its responses. So as you can see here, of course, every time that Copilot helps you resolving cases, it refers to some knowledge base articles or some other content. And it gives you the resource where it got it, so you can then go check that source and validate if there's quality behind that or not. And then after we check the quality of the resource and answers, then we can post a follow-up or send an email to the customer. Last but not least, there is an improved email attachment experience, making it closer to Outlook. This feature improves how you can, easily with drag and drop functionality, attach various files into the emails, making it much more fluid for you guys to work within the dynamics sending emails. With that, I would like to finish for today and ask you if you have anything open here, because BE-terna now also can provide all of these kind of licenses to you as well. And we would be glad if you need any assistance with it. We can help you with what licenses you would need to support some sort of functionalities, or just talk about what's new. If you have any specific use cases, what you would like to cover in your teams within the Dynamics, would be glad to help. Thank you all and have a nice day.